गुड आफ्टरनून, नमस्ते। आपने मुझे बुलाया नहीं था, मैं अपने आप आया हूँ। पता है ना आपको, आज वर्ल्ड ज़ूनोसिस डे है और आपके यहाँ मनाया नहीं जा रहा था। मैंने पूछा आपके डीन साहब से, क्या यहाँ वेटनेरियंस नहीं है क्या, या ज़ूनोसिस खत्म हो गई है इस रीजन से, या वर्ल्ड ज़ूनोसिस डे की इम्पोर्टेंस नहीं रही बची अब? I'm audible to all of you? Far behind? Okay, good. तो मैंने कहा इसे कि ऑर्गेनाइज कर लो, लेकिन ये नहीं कहा था कि मैं आऊँगा। लेकिन उन्होंने मुझे बुलाया नहीं, अभी 2 हफ्ते हो गए मुझे आए हुए। Being a veterinarian, I should have visited you first than anybody else. है कि नहीं ऐसा? लेकिन उन्होंने कहीं मुझे बात नहीं किया, मैंने ऐसा आप पहले वहाँ चलिए, आरसपुरा चलिए। तो मैं वहीं खोया रहा और वहाँ अभी भी खोया रहूँगा वहीं पे। फिर मैंने कहा इसे कि चलो इन्होंने जब बुला लिया तो चलते हैं, फिर कह के बुलवाया इस समझ लीजिए। So anyway, so thank you very much, and Dr. Bharwal, the Dean of the Faculty, and guest of honor of today is my old friend, Brigadier Dharmadhiran. So we have been chasing each other. I find him everywhere. So we have been working together for several years. And before him was another Major General M.L. Sharma was there. He is also a very staunch veterinarian, and he is also General Secretary of NAVS. So we have been working together since I took over the Director of NRC and Equine. So we have been working since last almost 8-9 years, very closely for different projects. And then very distinguished esteemed colleague, Dr. Katoch, Dean External Welfare, Dr. J. Sugan, Dean Lady Faculty, Dr. Chaudhary, Dean in charge, and all faculty and students, and my dear students. Today I had an interaction with the students of Chatta campus. So I thought I would also call you there, but I was told that you are undergoing examination, so I did not bother you. So I thought that it would be in Johnson, then I'll come at some other day, and will discuss with you, and interact with you. So thank you very much for organizing this Zoonosis Day on a very short notice. So it means you have capability to do anything at a very short notice, and you have done it. But had it been students from some other college or students, see, the question is why we celebrate days, World Veterinary Day, World Zoonosis Day, World Rabies Day even, or Science Day, or so many days, Teachers Day. We celebrate and we remind ourselves, क्योंकि हम लोग भूल जाते हैं बार बार. So at least once in a year we are reminded of Mother's Day, Father's Day, लोग आज मतलब लोग भूल जा रहे हैं आजकल जो है. So this is all to remind. So we remind ourselves, not others. We remind ourselves that no, we have to really keep this thing remember always and working for it. Friends, World Veterinary Day, World Zoonosis Day, as has been explained by Dr. Malik, has given an overview of zoonosis and then one world, one health, and what is the situation in the country and abroad, anywhere in the world, how it is more important. How is health has become so important now? And the importance you have already realized during COVID. COVID has been, recent occurrence of COVID has awakened everybody. developed nation, developing nation, underdeveloped nation, all alike. Whosoever has been claiming that they are well developed, they can cope up with any emergency situation like COVID. सारे के सारे फ्लाइट हो गए. The USA and one Italy where first it was reported from China. They just surrendered. They were only taking care of their own national, not other foreign nationals. भाई तुम्हें जाना हो जाओ अपने यहाँ. This was the situation. And if you see pandemics or epidemics, compare with last century and now 21st century, well, just imagine this is a trailer, this is a train, this is going to be. Last century hardly there were only few diseases like 1918 influenza, a few plague, and some other viruses. But what is happening during the last 25 years? First came avian influenza, and first came SARS in 2002 or 2003. SARS, serious acute respiratory syndrome. But luckily it didn't come to India, let's say. Then came avian influenza. It's also very important. Then in 2008 came swine influenza. Then in 2009, swine flu. Remember all these events. And then in 2012, there was MERS, Middle East Respiratory Syndrome. Yaad hai aap logon ko? MERS. But again, it didn't affect much in the country. And then came another coronavirus, novel coronavirus. And again in 2016, there was another influenza virus was coming up in China, type 4 virus. So equally important, and it has a structure in humans. But somehow it didn't come out of China. So if you see, again between that you find Nipah virus, Zika virus, Ebola virus, all these viruses have been coming up. Schmallenberg virus. But you see the two viruses, influenza and corona, these two viruses are very dangerous. And every 20 years they will come like that. Then they will have a new genotype with antigenic shift and drift. And the corona has been so serious. At least 3 coronaviruses in the last 20 years. SARS, MERS and new coronavirus. Novel coronavirus caused COVID. There was no clue. So what does it indicate now? Don't feel that now COVID has come to your free for another 20 years. No, it is not like that. Another disease may come because of several driving factors. On the same earth, the same land, where only 2 to 3 billion people were living about 70 years back, now on the same earth, the same forest, the same land, same water, same natural resources, currently 8 billion people are living in this world. So these natural resources are not infinite. You are eroding your natural services, you are disturbing the ecosystem where all this flora and fauna exist. You are trying to disturb it manually, and therefore this will increase. Nobody blames, nobody taking steps that your population is increasing like anything. How to stop it? And some countries they have started taking advantage of it. India is also taking advantage of its population. कि हम 141 करोड़ जनता के हमारे पास ताकत है. But that takat has led to several catastrophic challenges that we are facing and will face further. Everybody wants living standard is increasing. Everybody wants animal protein. Everybody wants milk products. Everybody wants meat. From the state like Telangana and South, they are 100% meat eaters. So the demand of protein is increasing, and animal protein is supposed to be the best. So where? So there is a pressure on animal. The animal today is producing 2,000 kg of milk. Now you are specializing it, doing it, selecting it by all means, asking it to produce 4,000, 6,000 kg of milk. So there will be stress on the animal. And when there is stress on the animal, then new bacteria, new viruses, new interaction, new interface, wildlife, human, animal, all these interfaces they are lead to evolving new pathogens. So it will continue. Mind you, it will continue. And what is in our hand is how to estimate those, how to really forecast those pathogens. Yeah, so this is happening. Only we can do is that how we can keep the surveillance of these pathogen evolution. How quickly we detect it and how quickly we finish it. And therefore, surveillance and detection method is very important. And as I was told earlier, that almost out of 1,500 pathogens, more than 800, about 60% are animal origin to human, are genetic in nature. And whatever in 3 decades that we have seen, about 70% are genetic. Almost all transboundary diseases. We also have the name transboundary, emerging, re-emerging, and then transboundary diseases. They're all putting pressure. If a disease that you finish in India, if Pakistan had, Bangladesh had, and then Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bhutan, they are not free. And therefore, we have to see that how other countries simultaneously should run control and eradication program. Then the program will be successful. That's why such like programs that transboundary diseases like influenza or like PPR or early finger test, FMD, is all programs are running continent-wide. So that if one country is weak, other countries should not source for that country. So simultaneously it should go on. Coming from one word, one health. This is not a very new thing. For veterinarians, we already have veterinary public health in our curriculum. Already. 75%. It's not new thing for us. For medical graduates, it is a new thing. One health. But they never realized that the 75% of disease they come from. So ask him, they do not know much about brucellosis. Ask him, they won't know much about tuberculosis, bovine tuberculosis. Ask him, they may not be knowing much about leptospirosis, bilharziosis, viruses, salmonellosis. What is happening in animals? Now they have realized it. Now they want to work with veterinarians. And people have realized earlier, during early era of 20th century. No, have you ever thought of BCG vaccine? Bacillus calmette green vaccine. Calmette was I think, was a French bacteriologist, and Gorin was a veterinary immunologist, veterinary bacteriologist. Calmette Gorin, Bacillus calmette Gorin, that still was known as. We started working on M. bovis, Metabolis M. bovis, and they passed that bacteria for more than 250 times for over 19-20 years continuously. So veterinarian and medical people have been working since ages. This smallpox vaccine, how it has come from cowpox. So people have already realized it. That how for animals, animal pathogens to become a candidate, vaccine candidate for humans. Rabies, as I told in 1885. So continuously they solved it for almost 20 years. Then they got a BCG strain where a large chunk of virulence genes were deleted. And still, there is no replacement of BCG vaccine. In spite of all science that has been doing for almost 100 years, 50, 80, 90 years, you will find the thorax literature on tuberculosis and bacteria, leprosy, tuberculosis, Chinese disease, etc. But we have not come out still with a new vaccine that can replace BCG. But BCG was not used for animals. That was the mistake that people have done. BCG has been used for humans. On day one it is given, that is the live vaccine. And they say that it is a failure also, but it was not used in animals. Now people are trying to use it in animals also. Because genetic screening is also increasing very fast. More than 10% cases are of zoonotic tuberculosis. And it's also vice versa. Tuberculosis is also there. A human tuberculosis patient can also give tuberculosis to animal. And of course, animal tuberculosis is always there. There are many potential bacteria that cause tuberculosis. One word, one health comes, so it is not a good thing for us. Now, see, any disease, if your soil is not healthy, your animal plants will not be healthy. If soil is deficient in some minerals, vitamins, others, the animals will be taking will be of course there, will be deficient. And the animals will be taken by humans, will be deficient. So all these factors they are working together. If you see one sector alone, if you try to solve problem of human medicine, human health, not considering that it comes from animal. Rabies, now you have seen data of 20 to 25,000 per year. Now where you got this data? If you review literature, different reports, you will not find even 200 cases of all government reports. From where this 20,000 data? I'll ask much later. कहाँ से data आया है? There is a study of US and South Chennai study. They all extrapolated it and say that 20,000 per year release is occurring in this country. These are wrong data, rubbish. It is published. If you don't have an estimate, proper estimate, not a proper surveillance, no data recording, so scientists will have to refer some reference. So it is 20,000 exactly, not 25,000 at all. But even 20,000 is also wrong. So this is an extrapolation of data. India is also claimed to be a hotbed of all these new person evolution. If you see the world map, India is always on the red. Hotspot. Sexual evolution hotspot is in India. How many pathogens, how many bacteria, how many viruses that have evolved from Indian soil? बताओ कोई बहुत पढ़ा लिखा इसमें हो तो बहुत रिव्यू किया हो. Is there any bacteria or virus that has evolved from this country and spread to other parts of the world? But since situation is like that, there was large population, density higher, forest deforestation, land use, water use, so on and so forth. It's just to predict. And by predicting this, you are in a hard zone. And scientists always create kind of hyperbole that well, we are not there, different. They are sacrifices also. One gentleman, one scientist from US, He wanted to take a project on tuberculosis in India, bovine tuberculosis, zoonotic tuberculosis in India. What he did that, he went for a metadata. He, whatever literature has been published in India on tuberculosis in bovine, he collated it, compiled it, and some statistical method. He comes to conclusion that 7% of bovines, cattle and buffalo together, there are tuberculosis. Right? This is how people exploit it. They have only collected literature and or from that literature come up with the conclusion that 7% of boys are infected with tuberculosis. So what do you mean by 7%? There are 302 million cattle and buffalo. You remember that. So it is 21 million animals and bovines are affected in this country. And from this, 10% humans are. So this is how they take the project for Melinda Gates Foundation. This is how scientists do it. We should also do it. But the question is not that. The question is that people, we are not able to analyze, make a surveillance of our own data. Rather, we believe on others' data. So friends, there are many things to talk on genetic. Right from since I have been a health man, basically I am a pathologist. तो हम सारी डिजीज जानते हैं चाहे इन्फेक्शियस हो चाहे नॉन इन्फेक्शियस हो. So if you talk of this, just you have to really not know what facility that you have here for brucellosis diagnosis, for tuberculosis diagnosis. Where do you have a virus laboratory or not? Most of veterinary colleges, they do not have virus lab. They handle viruses there. So I think it's an out there. How you develop new diagnostics? वो सारे जब देखूंगा यहाँ तब बताऊंगा कि आपको क्या कर सकते हैं. उसकी हमें चिंता है यहाँ पर. How far I've heard that they got only one microbiologist. That's a great one microbiologist. That is not a happy situation. At least you should have faculty. You have to say what are students here. How will it rise the competency of these students if you cannot provide them proper lab, adequate consumables, research materials, equipments. And all these intellectuals sitting here, students, budding scientists, budding academicians, how we train them. So there are many things that I have to talk to when I come to interact with you separately. But for this today's day, I contemplate the word Zoonosis Day. Now veterinarians have a say in the system everywhere. Now we collaborate and medical people come to us and they collaborate. We have been training medical people and NCDC, Government of Health, Department of Health Services, where NCDC come. They have already launched 16 regional laboratories for all zoonotic diseases. And at least 50% are run by veterinarians or by ISHA Institute. So now people should realize it. Now you should pride yourself that how many medical human vaccines have been produced by this country. Just ask medical people. You should invite some medical people here also. Doctors should have come here. How many vaccines they have developed? आपको कहोगे कोविड कहोगे और एक नाम कहोगे रोटा वायरस कहोगे. वैक्सीन बनती है इंडिया में, टेक्नोलॉजी सारी बाहर की है. But we are proud to say that all veterinary vaccines used for animals, all vaccines It has been developed by India itself, ICR itself, IVR itself. All vaccines. And more than 30 vaccines have been developed, including animal COVID vaccine, animal coronavirus vaccine, recently. We've also developed LSD vaccines also in 2 years. That in Jammu and Kashmir, animals are being vaccinated by that also. So our one of the very big meeting, chaired not the very PM type committee, had they given chance to veterinarian to produce vaccine against COVID, we have done it much earlier. High COVID vaccine, killed vaccine for animals was produced just in 2020 itself. They have been taking a lot of claims that we have developed a COVID vaccine for humans. Veterinary biologists are much more competent than a medical biologist in this country. And we are proud of that. So we are in a multi-press role. The multi-press role. We are doctor of all except humans. Now, why say that you can also during COVID period, veterinarians can also render help to medical people. No, and the day will come when there will be concept of one health vaccination. If I say one health vaccination, if you look at the vaccine, production time it takes. Animal vaccine takes almost 7 to 8 years. The vaccine pipeline. But in medical vaccine, it may go up to 20 years sometimes, it is never produced. Because the stringency, safety issue is very large in humans, so it takes more time. Different stage of vaccine testing. Level 1, level 2, level 3. Animals we test in animal itself. Humans can't test vaccine in humans. So there are different models that are method to ensure that the vaccine is safe. So whether we have been able to produce it. So even you are talking about plasma therapy. Remember, during COVID period, there was no human doctors now, but also they developed plasma therapy. We have been using it in long time. They were using plasma therapy for serum. It had been exported to many other countries during early 20th century, 1910s, 1920. So all the technology, vaccine technology, whether it is a pill vaccine, live vaccine, attenuated, recombinant vaccine, and then subunit vaccine. Only we had not touched our mRNA vaccine that we are also working. And that we also started a project in ICR worth 10 crore rupees that we are also working on the mRNA vaccine also. So how it works in that. So we're talking about One Health vaccination. The zoonosis is one disease that occurs in both, cause mortality in both. There can be one vaccine for the solar, for both. Tuberculosis is one, leptospirosis is other, CCHF, Premium Congo hemolytic fever, Nipah virus. They all the viruses which affect both. Because morbidity and mortality in both. So we can really work on such aspects now. People are thinking of to utilize and combine the resources. So friends, this Zoonoses and One Health and AMR is another issue that I will not take a lot of time to further speak on that. The crux of the matter is that this Zoonoses Day reminds us that we have also invited school children from farmers. They are supposed to know it. हम तो हमारे सारे बच्चे जानते हैं Zoonoses क्या होती है. फर्स्ट ईयर में होंगे होता कि लास्ट ईयर सब कुछ जान जाएंगे. The purpose of this is also to have awareness, advocacy amongst children, farmers, common people who are not aware of it. कोविड सब लोग जान गए हैं. कोविड ने सबको इतना ज्ञाता बना दिया, ज्ञान दे दिया लोगों को कि सबको जान रहे हैं कि जो चीज़ क्या होती है, लेकिन इसको रिमाइंड करने से अच्छा रहता है। फार्मर्स कैन टेक लॉट ऑफ प्रिकॉशंस। अब दूसरे लोग से एबॉर्शन हो गया शीतल बूथ में, they don't know it, so they handle with raw hands. We have been handling, during postmortem, full-fledged tuberculosis case, lung tuberculosis, fungal tuberculosis, और tuberous mastitis, इसी हाथों से हम लोग उठा लेते थे, जस्ट बिना मास्क लगाए हुए, बिना ग्लव्स पहने हुए तो फिर एक्सपेंट डालेंगे। जब हमारे टीचर बताते थे उसमें 1980s में, नहीं इसको हाथ मत छुओ, यहाँ कोई सोचते थे, but now you can't do that. Blood people are making more and more conscious. If you're working with a formalin, right? Just working on formalin. Can you, today you can work? If you work, you will say that you do not know what are the hazards, hazards that formalin can produce. Once I was working in a foreign laboratory in England. So normally we have to be very cautious. कहीं हमारी गलतियां हैं, हमारी वीकनेस एक्सपोज ना हो जाए। बहुत कुछ पढ़ लिख के जाते हैं, तैयार रहते हैं, लेकिन हमारा इंडियन आ गया, इसे पता ही नहीं ये चीज़ जो है कैसे। हम लोग सेफ्टी आस्पेक्ट बहुत ज़्यादा कम ध्यान देते हैं। अब जैसे हम पैथोलॉजिस्ट है तो फार्मिंग हमारे लिए, फार्मिंग हम हाथी खा ले, खाने हाथ से धो ले, उसमें कोई दिक्कत नहीं होती। जार में स्पेसिमेन डाल लें हाथ से उठा करके, तो भी नहीं उसमें ऐसा लगता था एक्साइटमेंट हो या ज़्यादा हमें ट्रेनिंग ना रही हो। But now in laboratory also, which is kept in safe custody, all such like chemicals are kept and they are handled under fume hood. So I was doing a PCR on paraffin sector. So luckily I said that I will do it here. So my guy said, you will do it here? No, I'll do it in fume hood. मैंने तुरंत चौंक गया कि मैंने क्या बोल दिया, कि मैं अगर एक्सट्रैक्शन कर रहा हूँ किसी फार्मिंग के टिश्यू से, इधर जब फार्मिंग इसको हम अल्कोहल से करेंगे, to do in fume hood. So those safety precautions should also be what the chemicals that has to be while handling them, to take precaution, working with the SGS page, then what are the chemicals that is to use it, how to dispose it of, there are all procedures for that. और हमारे स्टूडेंट्स को ये सब बताने की जरूरत है। हर लाइन में कौन सी चीज़ कहाँ डिस्पोज होगी, अगर बच्चों कंटामिनेशन वाली है तो कहाँ जाएगी, ग्लास टूटा है तो कहाँ जाएगा, प्लास्टिक जो है तो कहाँ जाएगा। ये सब चीज़ें जब तक हमने अपने यंग साइंटिस्ट को, अपने स्टूडेंट नहीं ट्रेन करेंगे, विल नॉट बी एबल टू प्रोड्यूस ए स्किल्ड पर्सन हू कैन हैंडल द फ्यूचर चैलेंजेस। बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं, जब हम घूमेंगे आपकी लैब तो हम आपको बताएंगे। आपको डांट भी पड़ेगी स्टूडेंट की, टीचर पड़ सकती है, वैसा नहीं करेंगे आप। कोई भी अगर फादर आता है तो लोगों के घूमने आता है तो कुछ नहीं बोलता होता, बस हंस के मुस्कुरा कर भी चल देगा। अगर आप उसकी गलती कर रहे हो, उसमें बाद में शर्मिंदगी है, वो जब कमेंट करते हैं, फिर आप अप्लाई करते हो पोस्ट जॉब के लिए तो आप इंटरव्यू लेते हैं, तब फिर पेपर भेजते हो बाहर तो 50 क्वेश्चन करते हैं। You send same paper, same result from a SKUAST-J laboratory, and I send same paper from England laboratory. I may get only few questions, you will get comments and comments, pages after page. Because every time they suspect you get ऐसे कर दिया होगा, आप मीडिया की वह done all experimentation, the ethical of animal ethics committee's approval है ये, तो वैसे लिख देते हैं कि नहीं क्या होता है। And the paper will publish only when you have all these ethics experiments you have done, taken permission from them. Yes, sir, there are requirement of international to expose yourself to internationally to publish paper in the good journals. So friends, अब आज टाइम हो गया हमारा काफी टाइम के लिए आप करना चाहोगे. So thank you very much, and again I will congratulate you. Try to celebrate all days such like this and associate other people also. Where you can really you can outreach other people also. Thank you very much.